Welcome back to Ivandale. This is Josh, and with me, as usual, is my friend Nick. Hey, Nick.
Hey, hey.
Hey, hey. All right, so a couple things. Hey, wait, say that again.
Hey, hey.
Oh, silky smooth.
You liked it? You liked it?
Yeah.
I got me a headset, so I'm not talking through my laptop microphone anymore.
Yeah, sounds good. Sounds good. So today is going to be a little more informal, and a couple reasons. One, we're going to build something that I saw on YouTube and I thought was cool, not necessarily so much because we need it, but it looked fun, and so we're going to do that. And if you hear noise in the background, just ignore it. There's a lot of stuff going on in my house today, so that's another reason we're going to try to be a little informal today. But we are going to make a automated cactus farm. And we basically, for those who may not know, a couple uses for cactus in the first place. They can be good protection, as you saw Nick when he was running around here, running into these cactuses. It was hurting him, but he bounces back, so he's
Right.
okay. So no worries. But as you see, if you bump into it, it hurts you, and it doesn't hurt very much, especially with the armor that we have on. But it would be a nice protection against creepers or things like that. Or if we had other people on the server, you could use it to protect your home against other players, all that good stuff. But the other thing that we do use it for here on the server is green dye. It is the only way in the game that I know of to get green dye. So that is basically the main use we're going to use it for. This little visual aid, I'll get to that in a minute. Once we get our cactus farm set up, I'll demonstrate how this works by this visual aid I have here. But so to go ahead and get started, and since I have my master digger here, I'm going to map out where this is going to be, and he's going to start digging for me. So we need a 5 by 7. So is that 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. So 1,
Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if you can dig that square out for me. I don't want an extra hole in there, silly.
Yeah. So, sorry about that.
It's okay. We're going to be filling this in anyway. I'm just giving you a hard time. I'm going to start coming behind him and fill this in. We're going to make the majority of this out of cobblestone, or not cobblestone, out of sandstone. Now, you can make this frame out of whatever you want as long as it's something that can hold water, basically. So, in this particular one, we are going to use sandstone. And we'll go ahead and get this filled in and move on from there. So, is that all filled in? We got our 5 by 7 slab here, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
All right. And we filled it with stone. Now, we need a 1 block high wall all the way around the outside, leaving this one here that I'm standing on open. So, there, leave that one in the middle open. So, 1 block wall all the way around. And I did successfully make this in creative mode today, so we'll see if this works like we're supposed to. Now then, I need 2 additional rows back here. So 2 wide back
Just
here.
in the back?
Just on the back. Let me get out of your way here. All right, now then, I need basically, I guess I call it a little wing. So we need this wall to go a little bit higher, that far on both sides. So just that far. And then fill in a row in the back there for me.
Oh, that's the wrong one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Put some sandstone on here. Yep, there we go.
And then fill all this in?
Yep. And then we're going to do this one more time, but only 3 forward. So like that. Whoops. Sorry, not that one. The ones you're standing on we don't want. I'll clear those out.
Oh, right in
Yeah.
the middle?
Sorry. Whoa. Don't want to use that. I use my diamond pickaxe. It just destroyed
Right.
things.
Ooh, man.
Woohoo.
Okay.
Yeah, so just like that. So go ahead and do one more high where you're standing there. All right. Now then, we need a block right there and right there. Now, some of these spots are very strategic where we're putting these, and that's because of the way that water flows in Minecraft. So basically, we need to put a block here in this corner, one in this corner. So I'm going to try to talk this out. So I feel like I'm a real tip giver in Minecraft. These guys do such a good job at demonstrating these things, and I'm not very good. So I'm practicing here on y'all. So these two pillars, two high here with one in the center, one high pillar in the center here. Then, and you know what I didn't bring, Nick?
What's up?
A bucket of water.
Okay.
I have a bucket. Do you want to just go get some water somewhere?
Yeah. Yeah.
Probably the closest is down the road there, that direction.
Down the road.
There's some water right down there. So are you all right with me continuing on while you're gone?
Oh, absolutely.
All right. I don't want to leave you out.
Oh no. Go ahead.
I don't want you to feel like my gopher, you know.
Oh no.
All right.
I'm already here.
All right. So we need to right here in this gap. We need a hole there and a hole there. So, that's gonna be where we're gonna catch our cacti whenever whenever this automated system begins working. And we'll do those because Nick has the chest, so when he gets back, we'll finish that part. And oh, there he is. So Nick, if you would, that chest you have.
Yes.
From this side, so it's facing us this direction. So step out over here. Step out over here where I'm at.
Okay.
All right, and place the chest in this first hole, if you would please.
In the first hole, right here.
Yep.
Okay.
Now, a hopper, for those of you who may not know, so if I just click on this chest, it's going to open it up just like that. So in order for me to place this hopper on the chest, because you need to place it on the chest, you can't just place it in the hole, because if I place it in the hole, it's going to be pointing straight down into the ground, and we don't want that. We want it to go into this chest. So if you hold down your shift button, or if you've changed your keys in your key mapping in any way, it's whatever your crouch button is, your duck button, whatever you want to call it. So hold that one down and then click on the box, and you can place that hopper right on the chest. All right, now Nick, that bucket of water you've got, if you could come up here with it and place it right here on this block that I'm standing on. Place it right there for me, if you would. All right, now as you can see, that water is going to flow down and it should cover everything. Is that right? Is it in there? It looks like it's all flowing good.
Yep.
So in this way, anywhere I throw an item, so we'll throw them up here, we'll throw them over there, we'll throw them across over here. Of course, I'm picking them back up so it doesn't work. So throw them over here. Now then, give it a second here. Nick, if you would open up that chest, what do we got in there?
7 blocks of sandstone.
All that sandstone that I tossed went right in there. So the idea is once we get this going and the cacti fall, it's going to fall into the water and then into our chests. Similar to, which I didn't go into great detail in the show about our slime farm, but it works a similar way as they fall and they go right in there. So the next thing we need is 6 temporary blocks, and I'll show you in a minute why it's temporary. So we'll put those 3, those 3. The reason is because when we're done here, we're going to remove those blocks, and so the water can still flow freely through there, because technically if we don't, there's a chance that stuff could get caught in between those. All right. Ultimately, so cacti, which I have some here. So cacti, I can't place it on sandstone, right? It can only grow on sand. But if I place sand, I try to place sand up in the air. So because we want this blocks underneath. So if I try to place sandstone up in the air, it's just going to fall, right? That's how sand works. So we need it to sit on something. So that's why we're going to put another block of sandstone on top of these. And Nick, if you would, we're going to remove those blocks of sandstone that's underneath. So go ahead and mine those blocks, the bottom blocks out. And those should all just flow into our box, so that's fine. All right, now then we can place the sand. So if you have any sand, you should have some sand from what you dug out there. Nick, go ahead and place sand on top of those. And then, so sand, now that we have sand, we can place our cacti down. So, oh, we can't do that yet. So, this is where I'm gonna. This is how this is gonna work. So with cacti, how it works. Before I do this next part, I'm gonna go over to my visual aid and show you what makes all of this system work. And before I do that, it's starting to get dark here, so we'll make it light again. All right. So anytime, so you can't. Here's a cactus over. You can't if you place a block next to any cactus. The cactus is destroyed. So you may not know this, Nick, and I actually didn't know it just recently. So if you put a block next to a cactus, the whole cactus explodes. Okay? So the idea, the same thing as if, these cactus are separate pieces here. Like, for example, you can break off just the top piece of a cactus, right?
Sure.
All right. So the idea is if we have something placed here, it removes the top pieces of the cactus but leaves the lower piece there. Okay? So the cactus is still planted and can still grow. So the idea is once we put cactuses on here, they're going to try to grow, but as they grow, the piece that grows can't do that and breaks off and into our system here. So what we need is we need a floating block, and since this is the world of Minecraft and not everything follows the laws of physics, we can put floating blocks right there. So if I move the pillar over here, now we have floating blocks there, right? So the idea is when we put our cacti, I guess is the correct term there. We plant them there, and over here. Oops, I can't reach it from there. So let me go back over here. So if I plant that there we go. One on the other side. One on the other side. So in theory, right? Once they grow, because it's light out. When it's light out, they grow. So in theory, just like our visual aid over there, when they grow, if they grow up one notch, it's automatically going to break off that next notch, right?
Right.
And then therefore fall into our water. And when it falls into our water, just like I'm throwing this cactus into the water, eventually it'll flow down and end up in our box, right? Just like that.
All right.
Therefore, as long as we're on the server, obviously if we're not in the server, it doesn't work. But as long as we're on the server and we're doing stuff, it will automatically grow cacti. When it grows, it can't grow next to a block, so it automatically breaks off, falls into the water, and then into our chests. But, so in theory, let me demonstrate here. So if I have, I know this is sandstone, but it'll say it's a cactus, but it flies off the top of here and lands on this block. Well, that didn't work. On this block. That's not going to fall into the water, right?
Right.
So we need to encase this whole thing with something. Well, I like to be able to see it, right? So we're gonna actually encase it in glass. Now, originally I thought, hey, this would be great. I'll use some glass panes, which I prefer over the glass box. But the problem with that is you still have a lip around it, and technically it can still get caught on it. So we have to use glass blocks. So you got some glass, Nick?
Yep.
All right. So we want to raise this glass about one block higher than these floating blocks up here.
Okay.
So you can start on that side. I'll start on this side, and we will get this filled in here. And then this particular one will be done. Now today, on my practice one, I made the one, and I immediately went over and made a second one. And in the time I was making the second one, I got 4 cactuses. So the process is fairly quick. It's not real slow, so that's nice. But, it probably in the time that we're doing this episode, it's not going to, probably won't get any made this time. But next time we're on, we'll jump over here and see what we found. You guys can see that it does indeed work. Not just me saying it works, right?
Do we need one more, or is that's how you want to go?
I'm always bad at eyeballing. I think we need to go one more, right? Because we're level with it right now. Is that right?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's go one more higher. And I do want to apologize the delay in the last episode. It was a crazy week. This past week, our pastor was on vacation, and I had the pleasure of speaking in the church and doing a lot of the other stuff that he does. So I was very busy with church stuff, and it did get delayed. I try to have these out by Monday, um, but that one was delayed obviously a few days. I didn't get it out till Thursday, so I do apologize for that. I'll try to be more timely on that in the future. So, oh, you know what we forgot?
Uh-oh.
We forgot to put some
Uh-oh.
torches down.
Ooh.
That's all right. We can still do it. The only reason, yeah, well, the reason you want torches in here is because we don't want anything spawning in here. But also, you want to be able to see it, right? When you're just
Right.
outside in the night. So
Right. I mean, it'd be so beautiful.
that's right. So beautiful, like your silky smooth voice, right?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So, next episode, I kind of mentioned it to Nick, and I don't know if he had much time to think about it, but we want to make a banner that represents Ivandale. So we're going to try to come up with this, and I would say, hey, if you guys have any input, definitely give that, which I am open to it. But if any of our 5 subscribers wants to give us any input, leave a comment in the notes below. We will definitely listen to that stuff because we want your guys' input on all of this. So we're all lit up, right? Looks like we're all lit up.
Yeah, it looks lit up to me.
Let's see if I can get one more in the middle down here. This water just pushes you right along, which I guess is what it's supposed to do, right?
Right.
All right. So
That is quite the thing we have there.
yeah. So here, let's do this. Let's Oh, look at that.
That is beautiful.
That is beautiful. Now,
That is a beautiful thing.
Now, of course, nothing's going to grow right now, but it's beautiful. Oh, I brought 2 pieces. I forgot I brought 2 pieces. It was the only chiseled sandstone I had. I wanted to put it on the corner here, all decorative like.
Oh yes.
We'll
Oh yeah.
see. Like I said, I only had 2 of them, so of course, we can still be symmetrical, right?
Correct.
Look at there.
Look at that.
So that is how you make a automated cactus farm. Now, there's some other neat automated stuff that I saw that I thought would be kind of neat to make. One, believe it or not, is an automated chicken farm. I don't think it would pass the what is it, the FDA approval,
Yeah.
or the treatment of animals approval, something like that. So it does seem pretty cruel, but I do like automated chicken farms. So
Well, I mean, this is the world of Minecraft,
that's
and
right.
The
The rules don't apply here.
rules don't apply here.
So
neither does gravity.
that's right. Hey, do you have 2 torches I can steal
Oh,
from you?
absolutely. Where would you like me to stick them?
Hang on here. I want one right here, next to the chiseled stone, and one on this corner right here, because my OCD will bug me because it's not going to be all
On the
this
corner
right.
one?
No, this one right here, right in front of my nose.
Right here.
Yep. Oh no, up one. There we go. I think that matches the other side. Because it's got to match the other side.
Well, it has to.
Yeah, we're good there. We're good. All right, well, that's all I have for this particular episode. Do you have anything you would like to add or share or advertise?
No, not really.
Okay.
Yeah, just enjoying our Minecraft sessions here and building these wonderful monuments, contraptions, whatever you may want to call them.
Yeah, and whether I do it solo or not, there might be some other stuff in the works for the future. So keep your eye out for that stuff. Let's see if we got anything yet. Oh, looky, we got 4 cacti already.
Oh wow!
Look at that. So
and those just fell off.
Yeah, like it happens so fast, like you really don't actually see it. Probably, I guess if we were standing, you'd probably see them fall, but you won't see it grow because it doesn't technically. The growing / breaking is so quick. You don't probably see that part, but you might see the cacti fall. But it's probably quite a bit like a watch pot. Never boils. You sit here forever and be bored and not see it. So.
Right. Right.
All right. Well,
Okay.
on that note, like I said, unless that's it, unless you have anything else, Nick, we're going to wrap this up, and
Okay.
we will see you guys next time. Like I said, I will try to be a little more timely in getting these out. But as always, everything you do, including playing Minecraft, do it as a representative of Christ. And until next time, keep God first in everything you do. Take care.
See ya.